It did drop a few? Okay, I'll keep an eye on it.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Hell yeah. I didn't want to talk during that intro because I love it so much. But I am excited. I am looking forward to this. I did find it interesting that now it's 46 and 47. I'm pretty sure that in the demo it was 32 and 33. So I believe extra rooms have been added, which is very interesting. Also, like, I wish I had some sort of like great granduncle to leave me a fabulous mansion. As a broke ass millennial, I definitely am like, oh, it's a murder house? Okay. How many people were murdered? Uh huh. And like, did they know each other? Was it all at once? Okay. So how many groups of people have been murdered here with how many years apart? Mm-hmm. And he's still at large. Okay. Well, I mean, as long as it's under $700,000, it might still be doable. Yeah, that Simpsons like Halloween episode where they move into the spooky haunted house and it's actively trying to scare them away. I definitely would be like the Simpsons in that, where I'm like, you are not chasing me away from this, buddy. Okay, so if I remember correctly, we have a thing to read here. Open only in the event of my death. Was it left in the will? Bet, yeah. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope that these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume that you are fully aware of my last wishes and all of the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you nothing could be further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off of the estate, and you may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone such as someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice: do not assume that the rooms you find today will be the same as the rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all of my love and best wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Okay. I can't tell if this game is just like super, super quiet or if my headphones are too low. Jack my headphones up a little bit. Okay, if I remember correctly, there's something to read here as well. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 energy. When you no longer have any energy left, you'll be too tired to continue searching the manor, and you must call it a day. Okay. Okay, so we have a few ways that we can go, namely straight, left, and right. How do we... Oh, no, we don't want to call it a day. How do we bring up the map? Aha! What do the other buttons do? Nothing. That's not the map. That is the room directory. Where is the map? Do we not have a map yet? Well, we'll take the sinister path. We don't want to block this off. We're just going to take the hallway. Okay. So now we have a second room on here. Do we still not have a map? Why don't we have a map? It's very strange. Game settings? Jeez. Right trigger, blueprint menu, directory is the right bumper? Or bumper. Ah, yes, the right bumper. Yes. Okay. Okay, the right trigger is doing nothing currently. Hey, HQ, enjoy your lurk. Hope you're having a good one. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Interesting. That was not a thing during the demo. Well, shit. It's gonna be the right bubber from now on, isn't it? I really would like a map. Why are they doing this to me? Let's get some money, maybe? That seems like a good idea, and this way it'll start to turn to go north. Oh, we have a banana as well. Okay, we got $4. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we've just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an ideal spread would be 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. I do still find it very strange. If you look at the top of this note, Bridge is in a different font than the rest of it. The TTE in Bridget is the same font as the rest of the note, but just italicized, I believe. So I find it very interesting. It's not capitalized like the B in Bridget. I think that there is some sort of clue here. Okay, on we go. The closet having 2 items is nice, but I really don't want to block anything off currently. The corridor is always left unlocked. We're guaranteed to be able to continue moving north. Do we want to use that already? We might as well. We might as well. Anything interesting in here? That is interesting. That is a map. Why don't I have a map? That's even the E on there. That is where we currently are. Very interesting. Chapeau. Why do we have a hat here? So both the bedroom and the parlor will force us to start heading east again. The den, however, gives us the opportunity to continue moving north and gives us a gem. Let's do the den. I know we're going to start running into locks soon. There's no way that they'll just let us move all the way north on the very first trip through here. A gem. Just like all of you, you're all gems. Still unlocked. Interesting. Gem requirement. We have a gem. Why not? Aha, this room used to have a puzzle in it. I don't think it still does. That or I'm confusing it with another room. There used to be a puzzle there. Aha. Drawing floor plans, lavatory, bathroom, and guest bedroom. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, of course. It's a little late for you to be explaining this mechanic, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are sometimes items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Okay, we continue moving north. Okay, we can't take the nursery. We wouldn't want to anyway. It is a dead end. The only one that we can take that isn't a dead end is the nook. So let's take it. We're going to have to start moving inwards. The reason why I'm looking around is because I remember last time that, oh, the trunk is locked. Interesting. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on in your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool that you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Yet again, beside is a different font. Ah, the nook. Equal only to the cranny. You are making me want English muffins so bad. Or possibly a crumpet? I don't like crumpets quite as much, but still, both are yummy. I think my problem with crumpets, it's like the holes go all the way through, at least the ones that I've managed to get my hands on. So you put something on it and it just like right through it. While an English muffin, you know, it has that crust, it has the outside that will hold anything that you put on it that gets a little melty. I actually really want to try making English muffins from scratch, too. I have recipes. I'm tempted. Wait, what's in that? Oh, I wish I had the magnifying glass, because there is important information in that little picture of a journal there. Very interesting. Ah, yes. Who doesn't want to have a picture of a bathtub up on their wall? I'm gonna be an enabler to your intrusive baking thoughts. You don't want to see my Pinterest. I have like thousands of pins of like recipes. But yeah, so we have a key and we have a locked chest here. I don't know if this will be the same sort of key because this is the sort of key to get through a door, but especially first round, it doesn't hurt to try. It is the right kind of key. Let's see what's in here. This may be a mistake, but we have ivory dice. While drafting, you may use them to roll new floor plans. Interesting. And money. Dead end. We want... The kitchen will allow us to continue moving north. It has a gem requirement. We have no gems. So do we want a key, a gem, and some more money, or do we want 2 items? If I remember correctly, I think that I was disappointed when I went into the closet because when it said 2 items, I expected something kind of like the dice or the magnifying glass or like things like that. But when it really is like a random 2 of like keys, gems, coins, that like consumables like that, not a special item. So let's do the storeroom so we have like a guaranteed 1 of each. There's the money. And a picture of the like a garden tile. Is there something in there? There's a sign. Interesting. What is this tiny little house? It looks like something that you would see someone on YouTube make and then have like a hedgehog run through it. Okay, now unfortunately we have to start backtracking, which sucks because we have a limited amount of energy. Thankfully, we have a door right here. The parlor and the boudoir. The nursery is a dead end, so it'll gain us 5 energy, but we'll have to move back more than 5, I believe, in order to get back to kind of where we were. Let's do the parlor. It has a puzzle. Hello, sir. Aha, this puzzle. This definitely used to be in a different room. I've seen someone make a hedgehog obstacle course themed after the Green Hill Zone. That's amazing. There's a YouTube channel I used to watch called like Zeet Studios or something like that. He had a hamster and he would make all these amazing things. And then he eventually got a hedgehog and would make like mansions and stuff like that for it. But he hasn't posted anything in a really long time. Okay, we have the wind-up key, the component for the game in this room. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we'd been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game that I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of the game, when I found the time, and I have included it with this letter all the details that you will need to share this with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. Welcome in Halftone. I don't believe you. I feel that you would like absolutely kick ass at this game as well. But how are you doing today? Okay, there will always be at least 1 box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. Okay, so box 1 says there are 3 boxes in this room. So that is... As long as they're referring to these ones, that is correct. There are... Like, this technically could be considered a box. But we're gonna say that they're referring to these. So that is... we'll say a factual statement. A good day so far. Busy work day, but it's done now. Chilling for a bit. Building out one more cart of Steam Summer Sale stuff. Nice! What did you end up picking up, if you don't mind saying? 2 boxes in this room are empty. That is also a true statement. So if these are 2 true statements, it means that this has to be a false statement. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. So if this is the false statement, that means that it is not empty. It's true statement, like that it's a full box. There we go. Ah, fuck. I wasn't thinking when I plotted this room, though. I've made a dead end. Fuck. So we could have done the room that, God damn it. Yeah, we could have done the room that didn't have a door. We've kind of wasted this room, and we do have to backtrack anyway. Okay, thankfully only backtracking 1 door. There's a gem requirement for the observatory. We do have 3 gems, though. We have the spare room. The guest bedroom would give us some more energy. Guest bedroom would give us 10 steps, but block us off. I feel like we should not do the observatory because that's just going to be blocked off yet again. We should do the spare room. All this space and you're not even... Ooh, packing gun. All this space and you're not doing anything with it. Packing guns are just, like, really, really satisfying. That, like, kind of sound. Like, yeah. I did have a job when I was younger where I had to use one of those to pack up some mail. And managed to, like, tape my hands shut, which was fun. Like, that, it was completely an accident. The piece of tape with, like, static, like, flipped around and taped my hands shut. And I'm like, son of a bitch. And, yeah, I don't know if anybody's ever seen or read The Max, but there was a bit in that about where he glued his claws shut, and I felt very much like that. God, I wish I had a map. We could use a little bit of extra energy, and I feel like we're kind of past where we were before, so I think if we choose the bedroom, we're not gonna be fucked. Like, it's not gonna be blocked off. And the ghostie has been contained. Man, I haven't seen, because that's from Poltergeist, right? I haven't seen Poltergeist in a really long time. I was surprisingly old when I saw that movie. Like, I did not see that as, like, a teenager. I was definitely, like, a grown-ass adult. I think I was living on my own when I saw that movie for the first time. Like, it had been out for a long time by the time I saw it. And it was way better than I expected, honestly. Okay. We are gonna fuck with the settings here, because, like, why is this so quiet? Let's just put it to max and see what happens. It's like, I'm not hearing anything. Okay, we have another locked chest. We do have a single key. Can't open that. Ooh. Greetings from Reddington. Don't seem to be able to do anything with that. Did we use our key? Maybe we'll be lucky and we'll get a key for a key. That would be nice. Oh, that paid off quite a bit. Okay. Okay, we are a little fucked here. Let's see what happens when you gamble, right? So we're a little fucked. 2 dead ends and a room that I believe, if I'm oriented the way that I think I am, that will end up dead-ending against one of the other rooms that we've built. Maybe we get the guest bedroom and use that energy to backtrack. That might be the play here. Often, if I remember correctly, I think that this room often has a special item that you can pick up. See, there's something there. Oh, it's just a gem, damn it. Nope, but there's something here. Sinclair, I just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I'd seen our billiard room in the house, so I was beginning to suspect you'd retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. I'm not sure what is that, KL? So I do remember the dartboard puzzle from the demo. So thankfully, I remember, like, I remember at the time being like, maybe we should explore a little to see if we can find any information about this before we start, like guessing and crying about math. But it did not require, actually, it possibly required a little bit of math, but okay. Nothing in here. So now is some real backtracking. Yeah, no, it doesn't have anything on there except for the room that we're currently in. I wondered if, like, now that we had added on some extra things, but... Okay. Ooh, 2 gems for the passageway. We could redraw. Or we could just use the closet, get it out of the thing on this side where everything's kind of fucked up. And then go kind of more central. Yeah, let's do that. Like, that is an actual item. A functioning metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Interesting. So those are the 2 items. We got a gem and an actual decent item. 4 stars there. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else in here. Okay. So we're back in the starting area. Oh my god, is that the map? Oh my god. So I missed this when we were in here earlier. Good job, Muggy. Now I may access the fucking map. There we go. Ah, don't you just love it when you think something is decorative, but it isn't? But still, there we can see what we did. I actually did a pretty good job of filling that out. It is nice to know, though, that when we go north, No, it's the right trigger, thank you. The room directory is the right buffer. So it is nice to know that when we go north, we're going to have to immediately take like a tile that goes to the right, because otherwise it's going to dead end. So the security room is the only one that works. View inventory of all current items in the house. It's 1 gem requirement, and we have 5, so it's not a big deal. Cutscene. I'm so looking for secret things in all of those. It's me. Okay, I have control of things again. Oh my god, it actually... That's crazy! So the right in front... Look, if I move a little bit... That's fantastic. Blue memos are true, red memos are lies. That is interesting. I do know that in the demo, we had found like a code to a safe, and we found the safe, but the safe, like, it didn't work. So I wonder if it was a red memo. There's also, you see, oh, do you guys see that? That is tricky. Under red memos equals lies, there is a tiny bit of text on that, like on the line, like just under the line. And it says, unless written by hand. Very tricky. Oh my, this cup is just full of scribbles. Can't something tape 2, 3? I can interact with this. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Press enter. Okay. View the estate inventory. Following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. So things that I've found but I haven't picked up. Love me a good cup of chicken scratch in the morning, right? Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. So we did definitely find doors before that were locked by keycard, but we never managed to get through any. Security level medium. Offline mode locked. Security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. For example, you should expect to see 1 to 2 security doors from the low setting and 5 to 6 from the high setting. Interesting. this feels like a little bit of a gamble, because if I have a key card, if I put it to high, then I imagine that those doors then would be things that I could get through that then would not spawn with a key or gem requirement. You know, if I put it to low, if I find the key card, then it's not going to be that helpful. But I don't have a key card currently, so I feel like I should put it to low. This mode determines the default setting of the security doors be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working in the estate. This was something that I tried to do in the demo, where I was like, fuck your keycard doors, and I like pulled the breaker switch to turn the power off, but it didn't open the door. Now it will. Wait, was there something else I was supposed to be doing there? Log into network. Oh, I don't have a password yet. Okay. Any tapes that I can do anything with? No? Can't do anything with the phone. I definitely feel... There's something on the table in the library. I definitely feel like this is going to be important at some point. I know the vault is open. This is going to be something where information that I can see, like this poster there that says this, possibly. There's going to be something that I can only see in these cameras that is important. There's 2 cameras on the vault. Interesting. Doesn't seem to be anything I can interact with here. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. I can't see the terminal password. I wonder, again, if I had the magnifying glass or something, if that would be a little bit easier to see. Red notes are fake unless handwritten. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and the access levers are no longer required to grant entry. So that is a lie. The antechamber is locked and access levers are needed to gain entry. Interesting. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Yeah, I knew that. Didn't know about the keycards. Ooh. Snackies? Nothing I can have. It'd be nice if I could press that microwave, like, door open button and there was, like, a gem inside or something. What am I walking into? There. Okay, we knew that was going to be blocked off. We knew that this is the only way to go. Oh, we haven't looked at this yet, though. And that's because there's nothing to look at. Understood. Okay. So... Can I still bring up the map? I can, okay. chapel isn't terrible. That does get us north. We do still have access into like the bottom right corner via the entrance hall. Utility closet. Obviously, this is where we would turn off the power in order to gain access to the keycard doors. The courtyard. Oh, the chapel does the same as the courtyard, except for that there's a gem requirement for the courtyard. But there is also often an item in the courtyard. Fuck it. We pay the gem requirement once. For the chapel, we pay it every time we walk into it. So let's do the courtyard. Oh, my metal detector's going off. There's something in here. Interesting. I don't know. What is it doing? It's beeping, but I can't seem to interact with anything. Do I need a shovel? Hmm. Hmm. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's any items in here this time. I had found a shovel in here before, as well as, I think, like hedge clippers or something. Not really seeing anything right now. Oh, there it is. I see it. There we go. Took me a sec, but I blame that on the screen glare and how bright it is behind my computer right now. My computer is at maximum brightness, and I'm still like leaning back and forth to try to see what the fuck's on the screen. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go down and fill in this corner. Keys for sale at the locksmith. Do we redraw the floor plans? Just because, like, you can see it's blocking off. We still have, like, another room that could be over there. We would have, like, this really large, weird dead end. I just feel like redrawing to go down is so stupid. Let's just do the bunk room. Wait. Yeah, no, we can still get up from the courtyard. We are, like, completely blocked off, though. The court... Yeah. we need the courtyard to work. Otherwise, it's game over. Little Hammy? Oh, hello. Oh. It has bunk beds, too. Aww. So this counts as 2 bedrooms, but I don't think we gained any energy from walking in here. I think that you need to have something special for that. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he has not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is going to be a good day because I threw away his airplane. Also, I had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. I think that's us, though, isn't that? Aren't we, Simon? Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back. And if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me. And today's a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book, even though he's older. He is a crybaby. Today's a good day because my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I would still rather have a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home. That is hilarious and adorable. Aw. Like, is that what having a sibling is supposed to be like? Aw. Ooh, bananas. What does that say? The Thin's Dark Mystery? Can we play? This looks like this is supposed to be an Atari. Turtles of Verba? Now we don't speak. Which is awkward because I see him every week when we go to visit my parents. For example, the two of us had to call a truce on April Fool's Day. Valid, valid. Be nice if we could, like, get up to the top bunk. I doubt there's anything else in here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna move on. There's nothing in there. Okay. So we could do the boudoir. That would take us into the rightmost column. The walk-in closet and the nursery are dead ends, so we cannot have them. If we don't use the boudoir, we have to redraw. So I say we use the boudoir, we only use the redraw for, like, the absolute, like, we're fucked moments. Anything interesting? Any lore? I remember that there's a photo here where you can see that they got a safe. This is what we... And the safe is tucked behind the screen over here. This is what we found in the demo. But the code that we had didn't work. Okay. So this is where we start to get, like, a little fucked. We'll put in the chapel, because that does allow us to go down if we wanted to. Which we're not going to bother with. We're just going to go up, since it costs money to walk through this room. There goes our dollary dues. Anything in here? Other than some lovely music. Damn taxes. It's tithing. That's what's going on here. A bishop in the... There's a bishop in the chapel. Wah wah. Interesting, interesting. We've got some numbers. There's a broom with that angel, with number 5. This angel has a metal. Is that the metal detector? Number 2, a pitchfork for number 3. Not sure what number 6 has there. Is that a riding crop just based off of the jacket and hat? Chimney sweep, maybe? For 4? And a hoe for 1? Okay. I definitely say we go with the east. Do we want the east hall or the east wing hall, or do we want the dining room? Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been achieved. We're only at rank 3. So I feel like it makes more sense to hold on to the dining room for now until we can maybe rank up a bit. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Another hat. This time a stylish bowler hat. Damn, just to have one of those like hotel trolleys for luggage just in your house. I feel like we continue pushing north. If we have to backtrack, we have to backtrack to here. But rather than like go west and then north, let's just try going north first. Door is locked. We do have keys though. A package will be delivered here in the day after drafting this room. Interesting. The billiard room has a puzzle. The gymnasium, you lose energy whenever you enter it. It's like I'm a little tempted to do the mailroom because I want to see what's going to be in the package. But I feel like I save the mailroom, and hopefully when I have like a good dead end kind of spot, hopefully it will come up then. For now, I think we do the gymnasium. I feel like we do the gymnasium and then we go and do the room to the left of us here. Like, don't even walk into it. Let's do that. Key card room. 2 key card. Interesting. So I'm not walking in there. That is going to cause me to lose energy and I can't get through either of those doors. Here's the breaker box, though. Oh. Did we turn out the power? We could turn out the power and go through both of those doors. Right? Yeah. Because like I said, I'd prefer not to do the dining room yet. We still don't have rank 8 yet. And the walk-in closet is just a dead end anyway. We could redraw, but we do have the... Let's try it. Because this is something that I never managed to do during the demo. Keycard entry system. Vac indicators. Gymnasium, dark room, garage. There. Keycard entry system is off. cabinet. Interesting. Maybe we turn on the power in the garage? Possibly we turn off the power in the gymnasium? Let's try it. Okay, so we lost 2 energy just walking in here. Can we do anything with the basketballs? No? Really? Okay. Poople.
Inconceivable!
God damn it, Joe, you spooked me! I have my headphones cranked because this game is quiet. How are you doing? You terrible, terrible man. I would scare a ghost, right? Ooh, metal detector's going off. Oh, I see it. Who needs to play horror games when you got friends like you guys, right? No, but they're not supposed to be locked. Oh, okay, yeah. Like, it's not supposed to be locked anymore, and it actually literally is letting me go through here. Okay. If we do the billiard room, it's blocked off. The lavatory is a dead end. The nursery is a dead end. I think we redraw. I think we redraw. It feels stupid redrawing to go west. We should only redraw if we're going north. Let's do the billiard room with a puzzle because we might get something good out of it. The metal detector is going off. For in here? Yes, for in here. Oh. Spare set of car keys. Interesting. It's still going off. Or at least it was. What are you detecting, metal detector? Oh, right there. There we go. Okay. That's just chalk for the pool cue. That's not actually anything. So, I don't really remember the billiard puzzle. I know that, like, I know it had to do with using... God, can I even do this without... Okay, yes. It had to do with some things being, like, positive and negative. Okay. So that was just a 20 there, I think. Yes. So this is 14, either plus or minus 3. That was plus. $12 minus 10. $12 minus 6. 5 times 4? Huh, okay. Okay, now we have some bed mass. 17 minus 15 is 2 times 2 is 4. Hell yeah. The silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Interesting. Okay. So now we can go over here. It took us more energy to walk through this room again, but still. Okay, so we have the dining room. We're still not at rank 8 yet. Which I believe rank 8 is just getting a room in the back row. And I just don't really want to have to backtrack far to get here. I think... Ooh. Do we do veranda? It's a 2-gem room. Let's do it. Let's do it. Shovel. And there's a dig spot immediately. Coin. A rather dirty coin. Yeah, we'll use a key for this. Nice, we got our key back immediately. There were dig spots in the courtyard, but unless we have to... I don't really want to go back there unless we get, like, completely fucked. Because there's no point in going back there, really. Another dig spot. An old shoe, not worth picking up. Nope, we didn't keep it in our inventory. That's suspicious. It's just a tile there. What are you? You are very unlike everything else, but I can't interact with you. Huh. Okay, I feel like the dining room now is the time to put that there. Because that's going to be a rank 7 room. So basically, as soon as we get up to the next row, we'll be able to come back and get the meal. I hope I had it on the right one. I did. Okay, good. Would be pretty funny if you master blast this someday. What? Right? I'm like, well, that was $40 well spent. Not that there isn't, like, a lot of replayability. So this will be, I'm assuming, uncovered once we broach room 8. Or rank 8, I should say. Which we may do momentarily. Do you guys like wine? For those of you who drink, I know some of you don't. But wine is confusing to me. I don't know how to find one that I like. Beer I've figured out. I know how to find a beer that I like. I look for where it says sours on the menu, and then I get one of those that sounds like it has a fruit I like in it. But wine is very confusing to me. Of course, this room is locked, but we have 5 keys, so... Okay. The workshop might be interesting. Less likely to find items laying around in your house. That's terrible. More likely to draw green rooms while drafting. And we have the veranda already. That means more likely to have items in green rooms. I'm tempted, but it blocks it off. We'll only have one path left. Let's do the workshop. Tried port once, not my thing. I've heard that as well, that like it's very sweet, right? I tend to think of it more with like cooking and baking rather than like actually drinking, although I know people do drink it. Wine is yucky. Yeah. Okay, what are you beeping about? You're starting to... Ooh, money. You see that? Interesting, you're beeping again. I noticed like a weird panel behind the chair there. It's hard to tell because it is all like sketchy, but I'm like, this also seems to be weird. Oh, nice. Instead of looking at like the weird panel, maybe I should read the thing written in goddamn plain English, like right in front of my eyes. The true box does not always contain the prize. Interesting. So is there a way to distinguish? Oh, I see what they're saying. The box that has the true answer. Yeah, that we've already figured out that puzzle. Things. Things for Moggy. Beep, beep, beep. A battery pack. Provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. Too bad I don't have any of those. Another map picture on the wall that yet again has the correct room for this room on it. So we saw this during the demo as well, the T there. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. With message being bolded there. So with this here, like stones cut by hand and letters wrought, like I'm assuming it's kind of talking about that T in the background. Do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message is often read is often lost. Among the bold, words spoken soft, like a lowercase t, maybe? The note is read, the letter is not. Like, there is no musical note for the letter T. I don't think we have enough knowledge yet to figure this out, especially since this is page 8. Anyways, let's move on from this puzzle. I don't think that we have the knowledge that we need yet. Do you have anything for me over here? I have the saw? No. It's probably a smart idea. You shouldn't give me that saw. Although, honestly, I'm not terrible at woodwork. I haven't done any in a really long time, but your girl is slightly handy. Okay. Workshop. So we can combine maybe the battery pack and the metal detector? No, we cannot. What about The metal detector and the shovel we can combine. Battery pack and shovel we can combine. Interesting. Anyways, let's try shovel and battery pack and metal detector. No, we can't do all three. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think shovel and metal detector? Or shovel and battery pack? Hmm. Oh, it tells me what it does. Detector shovel. Or... Oh, this one isn't done. I need an extra thing? Wait, what the fuck is going on here? Why did it showed me this as green before? Shovel and battery pack. No, it needs something else. That's not complete in and of itself. Detector shovel sounds like... I don't know, it sounds like a fucking anime I'd watch or something. It sounds like a point-and-click mystery game that I would play. Fuck it, let's do this. Let's get a detector shovel. And hope that this isn't a terrible idea. Greater chance of finding money and keys. Much greater chance of finding money and keys when digging. I mean, that seems like a very good idea. And then we have a battery pack that we don't know what to do with. However, we're at rank 8, which means that there should be a meal in here now. Hello? Fish? Today's main course is lemon glazed salmon, charbroiled Cajun spiced with lemon butter sauce served over spinach leaf. It gives us 20 energy, plus an additional 10 if we have an aquarium in the house. We do not. Let's say not yet, because if we can find an aquarium, it might be worth coming back. Let's continue pushing for the workshop. Okay, we're gonna use the key. We will use the 2 gems. We're gonna do it. The hand is just like, this guy. I do love the little peaks outside, too. Ooh, we got some shit at the desk. Upgrade disc. Floor plan upgrade disc. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. This is something new. Why do we have... What floor plan? What are we able to upgrade? Oh, man. I loved those staple pullers as a kid. Like... I don't know if anyone else was a dork who like it was teeth. It was vampire teeth, you know? Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings. But knowing Herbert, I suspect it would be either, or that either would be suitable. Interesting that 4 are red. March of the Count. Definitely wish we had some sort of notebook to jot shit down in. The antechamber lever in... Oh, right, because there's the levers. We can't just fucking waltz in there, even though we've been just walking over. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there's enough time to put another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Fuck. Again, it's interesting that west is a different font. Do we insert disk? Run payroll. After running this process, checks will be placed in each of the staff members' rooms. Oh. God damn it. I had a... Like, hey, there's a software update for Stream Deck. Are you more interested in this than the game you're currently playing? No, I am not. This includes each servant's quarter and maid's chamber currently on the estate. Do we have any of those on the estate right now? Servant's quarter and maid chamber? We don't have any of those on the estate. I think it's a mistake to do that right now. The office can facilitate a modest distribution of coins withdrawn from the staff incentives program. These coins are spread, distributed in a number of rooms currently active throughout the estate. I mean, why not? Function successful. A number of gold coins have been withdrawn from the staff incentives program and spread throughout the estate. We still don't have the password. Probably a mistake, but... Courtyard data has been found on this upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Select a floor plan below to upgrade this room. So, plus 2 gems, plus 5 dig spots, corridor, or... Oh, this is the courtyard instead of just the courtyard. Always left unlocked. Shit, this is the permanent upgrade. I feel like the dig spots are possibly a good idea. The shovels often is in a green room or the courtyard. Let's do the dig spots. I might regret this, but whatever. There. Okay. This room is done. Getting low on keys. Okay, let's do the conference room. Technically, this should connect to the antechamber. We just haven't pulled the levers. So at the very least, we have a door that does connect. So let's do the conference room. Like, give me those pens. I think I recognize them. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. And we just spread! Shit, we should have waited. So yeah, here is a red note with a safe code on it. So this is why in the demo we were like, I don't understand. We have the safe code. Why didn't that work? This is red. We know that this is a lie. It's not handwritten. Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Okay, so we can't get in. That is the antechamber there, but we cannot get in. Okay. Coat check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. We do have some interesting items right now. Yeah, we have the car keys, the silver key, the battery pack, and the detector shovel. The dark room lets us continue. So does the commissary. We don't have any gems, though. Dark room is risky because we're not going to be able to see what we what we pick. We do still have the dining room, though. It's not like we have a choice. It's either... Well, we can still redraw. Maybe we redraw? I mean, we could be left with, like, all dead ends. I say we do the dark room, although we're not going to be able to choose what we put directly in front of the antechamber, which might be an extremely bad idea. Creepy. It's funny because the dark room is one of the rooms that you can choose to cut the power to. I don't know what benefit that has, though. Doesn't seem to be anything I can interact with in here. Shit, it's locked, too. Well, only one room doesn't have a gem requirement, so we're doing it. Let's hope. Let's hope. Ooh, it's a dead end. Fuck. Okay, so we're backtracking to the dining room once we have explored the bathroom. Ah, yes, a garden hose. Just the sort of art I put up in my bathroom. I'm like, this fancy-ass place and you got bar soap? Like... Okay. I'm in the backtrack. We are down to 27 energy as well. This is the right way, right? Yes. There. Here. Wait, we still have the food. We haven't found something deep. Oh, the money. There we go. We haven't found the aquarium yet, but I don't know if I'm gonna want to, like, backtrack to here. I think we just take it. Oh, apparently we're on the wrong side of the table. We're gonna have dinner. We're gonna take the extra 20 energy. Delicious. Ooh. Last key, although we still have the silver key. Keys for sale, but we don't have any gems. We're gonna have to re-roll. This is the last room that we have. Like, the wine cellar being +3 gems is very nice, but we cannot do this. It would end the mansion. Chamber of Mirrors is also a dead end. And the maid's chamber, unfortunately, is tied through to the dark room, like to a blank wall. The pool would be nice, but again, gem requirement. So we're gonna have to roll again. Okay. The Great Hall with 7 locked doors. Admittedly, we do have the special key. I think that is the play that we do. We're gonna do the Great Hall, and we're gonna use our special key. It's like, how does this even fucking work on the map? It's not like each one of these can lead somewhere. Hello, key. We're gonna use the regular key. Fuck. God damn it. We're gonna have to do the wine cellar, get some gems, and then see if we can use the special key on the other door. There's a dig spot in here too, interesting. Old tin can, not worth picking up. Wonderful. There's the gems. There's still something else in this room. There's either money or a key somewhere. There's also a scroll there. There's some money. I was hoping for a key. Interesting. So 5th up on the right side. The gymnasium? I don't know if the path is important at all. Because that's going, like, den, spare bedroom, but then you can't go the way that it says. I don't know if you have to walk that path in order to get that treasure. Ooh, how are people at Roman numerals? I think, is C 100? Is that like 1,213? I think so. I think so. Yeah. Again, really wishing that I had a notebook in this. There didn't used to be something here with the metal detector going. Where? What did that just detect? $12.13, thank you. No, there's only one M. One M, two Cs. What is it reacting to? I'm not sure. I'm like, is it pulling something between, like, behind the door? I don't have any keys to, like, fuck around with, though. I have to try going through the middle one here. Because I only have a special key left. Oh no, this isn't... No! I thought that this was like an actual door. Ah. Well, that's it. That's it for this run. So disappointing. We are going to go back because we have the extra energy. We're going to go back to below the chapel just to see if we can maybe get the cloakroom to store some of the items that we have, like an item that we have for the next run. Definitely the best run that I've ever done, like much better than... Oh yeah, we also wanted to dig in the courtyard as well. So much better than what we had done in the demo. Wait, oh yes, the treasure map in here. This looks like the spot. Time to start digging. Just right through the floorboards. Hello. One of the lost coffers of Mount Holly. 25 bucks and 3 gems. Oh my god. It's such a fucking shame that we're not gonna be able to do anything with this. Like, really? No keys in there? Yeah, so the courtyard and straight down. Those are the two places we want to go. There's that aquarium. The aquarium is every color of room. Interesting. Discover less common floor plans while drafting in the library. Not super important right now because we're fucked anyway. Think of how many times you can pass through the chapel with that, right? Oof. I'm just scooching. Maybe it's time to turn on my lamp. My god, how is it 9 o'clock already? Where has the stream gone? Okay, let's do the aquarium. Yeesh. Oh, this is much less colorful than the tile was. Am I the only person who's disappointed after seeing that? fish. There's a bed in there. Fish don't sleep in a bed like that. How silly. They do absolutely need files, though. Okay, we have a dig spot, and the metal detector's going off. Keep the secret garden. Ooh, interesting. Except for we're not going to be able to get to it. Something is still... Oh, we have a key. We have a key. We're not fucked yet. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's the lever. A part of a broken lever. This could prove useful. It's interesting. This is the only one that I'm not... Like, the other ones I... Is this supposed to be a kitchen? Oh, it's a laundromat. There's laundry machines and dryers. Oh, and a cart. Okay. Yeah, pull the lever, Kronk! Wrong lever! I should watch that movie again. You know, I've only actually seen that movie once. Okay. Okay. Where are we going? We're already here. Do we just check that room? Let's continue our plan. Let's check that one room, provided it doesn't need a key. And then we go back and dig the courtyard, and then we go back up again to the Great Hall. Because we might get another key here. And then here's the coat check. So since we're almost done, we can check an item. I think that's a smart move. I feel like maybe the detector shovel is a smart thing to check, but I want to use it in the courtyard first. We're gonna waste a bunch of steps for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we'll waste like 7 steps doing this. But whatever. Whatever. We're doing it. We have a second key. There's another dig spot. Good. I was like, I thought there was more than one here. If we did this just for one, that's a safe deposit box key. Interesting. Okay, I think that's it. Going forward, this should have 5 dig spots in it, not just 2. Okay. Now we have to pick something to check. Okay, we're gonna check an item. Do we check the broken lever? I feel like that's an important thing to bring to next game. I feel like the broken lever is the right move here. As much as it would be nice to do the detector shovel to have more keys and coins for like the entirety of the next one, I feel like if we let go of this broken lever, we're an idiot. Okay. Yeah, we've already checked an item. Yeah, okay. So many nice hats in this. Oh, there's... Oh, no. Okay. Is there, though? Yeah, no. I was like, wait, is there something checked that we can retrieve that isn't ours? But it's just, it's all the same. Okay. Now we go. We have 24 energy and a dream. So the Great Hall is through here. We have 2 keys. The metal detector... I feel like the metal detector is beeping the most for the middle one. It could be either of these two. I feel like it's the middle one. We're gonna try it. No! Like, why are you beeping more when I look up? It's like, do we try this door? I was thinking that we had to try, like, one of those doors to try to get through. That hopefully that would actually take us through to the next room. It's like, I'm hoping that if I open this, there will be another key in there. But I have a key right now, and it feels stupid to... Fuck it, we're just gonna try this. We're gonna try this. Hello? We got another upgrade disc. Well, at least we got something out of this. Where was that computer terminal? The office is close by. We can go and upgrade that before we have to end the day. Do we have anything else that can be combined? No, just the battery pack. Oh wait, that was wrong thing. Here, this. Storeroom upgrade. Okay, so how do we want to upgrade this? It currently has a key, a gem, and a coin. 2 keys, a gem, and a coin. 1 key, 2 gems, and a coin. Or 1 key, 1 gem, and 10 coins. I don't know. Like, sometimes we get fucked because we don't have any gems, and sometimes we get fucked because we don't have any keys. So, like, either of these, I feel like, are decent... decent things to do. I guess let's go with the keys one. It's round number 1, if anything, if this is the round to screw up and you almost made it. But this is a permanent upgrade. So, like, this is going to carry through to the next game and all subsequent games, too. That's why I'm, like, hesitating a little bit on this one. I feel like the key... Because the keys can also be used to unlock the chests. So that's why I feel like the keys are more important than the gems. Oh no, you're saying in general. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, let's do the keys. Okay. I think we can just end the day. I don't think that there's like a particular reason to walk all the way back to the front door. We've used the coat check. That worked out very well, actually. Yeah, let's just end the day. Let's call it a day. No, call it a day. There we go. Tomorrow we will wake to find the rooms for the estate as well as your current inventory have been reset. We will call it. The Red Inn. 5 red rooms, 6 bedrooms. 34 rooms, rank reached 9, steps taken 78, items found 11. We did really good. Like, that is so much better than I have ever done. We did really well. Save and continue. Okay, at least we don't need to pick up the map again, right? With my earlier idiocy. Okay, it is interesting that rooms in the west are more usually locked, because I almost always take the sinister path and go left if I can. Let's continue to do that. Ooh, that is rough already with 2 dead ends immediately off. Let's do the hallway. Which is funny, because I think this is the room that was in exactly this spot in the last run. Oh, it was a red note. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked is bullshit. That is a lie. I'm glad that we kind of resaw that so we could... and I wonder if that changes between being red and blue. Between runs. The Nook is a great one to pick because we need to start building up keys and that will start getting us angled up as well. I do wish that we had our detector shovel again. Yeah, this is an important, like, piece to read once we have the magnifying glass because, the information in that book is actually very important. You were deceived, bamboozled even, yeah. How dare they? Completely unacceptable. Can I turn on this radio? Also, they just have a picture of some flan right there. Like, okay, if you want flan, I guess you can have flan. I've never had it, mainly because I don't like custard. But I'm really tempted to try it, especially choco flan. I don't know, it sounds good. Spare room, start pushing up. Not seeing anything. I think the den is a great one to put there. It just kind of sucks not having the metal detector because of how often we knew that there was some really hard to spot keys just scattered on the floor. There's a gem. Oh, is this what that key I had was for before? Maybe. Maybe. Security room is not a bad room to have immediately because we can again turn off the card reader doors. Especially so early on, we could put the card readers to like high, and then turn them off and hope that we get the power room. That's not a terrible idea. Yeah, blue memo's true, red memo's lies. No change there. I mean, this is dangerous to do until we find the power room. I guess the power room could be behind a key reader door that we can't get through. Actually, maybe it wouldn't hurt to see if there was anything that we found, like, that we saw that we didn't actually notice. View estate inventory? No, nothing. Same notes? Different notes? Still can't read the terminal password. Yeah, we need the levers. Keycard acts more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Yeah, okay. Same notes as before. Shit, we're already at locked doors. I feel like it's a little early to use our key. We'll start working on some other routes. Could do the storeroom, get some more keys. Let's do that, and then we can backtrack to the den. Or move through security. Any items? 2 key. Oh yeah, that's right. We did that on purpose. Got excited for a second. Nothing extra, it doesn't seem. West Wing Hall, conference room. A conference room might not be terrible to put there. That's pretty high up too. So that way if we get the spreading events, it'll just go in there. Let's do a conference room. Okay. We have an orange, I believe. Still red note. For that safe code, which we know is wrong. Those lying jerks. What, we'll take an orange? Key card. The system isn't down yet. Locked already. Did we go back to the den? feel like we can spend one more key before we need to really hold on to it. Because we want a key so we can open up any chests that we find. Or, you know, until we're blocked in. Maybe we spend this one? It just feels bad using it when not on a north-facing room. But still, we're... Yeah, so we were trying to decide if we wanted to use a key here or not, because we have two, so we do have an extra, but it feels bad using a key for something that isn't a north-facing room. Let's go back to the den. Yeah, let's go back to the den. Right, we already went through there. Ooh, 2 gem requirement for a passageway. The dark room is not going to be particularly helpful. Because, actually it is going to be helpful. We have a room to the south. However, we can already get into that room from the hallway. While having the randomness of what's going to come up with the dark room, we may end up blocking off that connection. So instead, let's use the lavatory, get it the fuck out of the deck, and then go around to the hallway and come up from there. I don't know if there's ever a chance for something to be in here. I don't know. I wish I could flush the toilet. Like, what's the point of even having a toilet in a game if you can't flush it and then kind of laugh like a child? Okay. So we're back around to the hallway. We need something that goes off to the right. And we got nothing. Let's do the guest bedroom to get 10. This is definitely closing off very quickly. I think, yeah, this is just about the billiard room puzzle. Ooh, we have the magnifying glass. Very important item. Fuck, we already had the drawing room? I think it's in the nook. I think, yeah, I think the book I was talking about, it's important to look at with the magnifying glass is in the nook. I don't think that there's anything with this one. This will sometimes show you secret things, and sometimes just let you see things closer. Doesn't appear to be anything secret on that. But we're so close to the nook. It's right here. Yes, this is it. Yeah, so this is how to do the billiard puzzle. Which we already know, but yeah, purple is division. We didn't have any division last time. And that's right, the order of operations has to do with how it goes from the center. We just lucked into that last time. Sinclair, maybe, has many more secrets that he will take to his grave, I'm guessing. Antechamber appears to be sealed by all 4 sides. Must be a way to open. Yeah, unfortunately, nothing actually helpful here, because we already kind of knew this, although the order of operations is helpful. If I have a toilet in a game, there better be unique dialogue if you flush it over and over and over again. I do love unique dialogue for multiple things. You know, I'm a Chrono Trigger kid. And Mountains Are Nice, This Is the Life will always stick with me. For anyone who hasn't played it or isn't familiar with it, there is a monster that is not aggressive, that normally is. It's the type of monster that normally is aggressive. And you see it overlooking like a beautiful mountain range sort of thing. And you talk to it and it says mountains are nice. And you talk to it again, which there's never extra dialogue really in this game, but you talk to it again and instead it says this is the life. And so you talk to it again and mountains are nice and it just loops between that. And after you talk to it a couple of times, it basically gives you like a permanent stat bonus item if you leave it alone so it can just enjoy the peaceful vista instead. And I believe, if I remember correctly, there was an homage to that in Sea of Stars, and I almost I teared up a little bit because I love Chrono Trigger so much, and to have a wonderful like Sea of Stars is a wonderful homage to Chrono Trigger. It is fantastic. Okay, let's go to the entrance hall and start going north. Fuck. This happened last time too, didn't it? I mean, the breaker box is really good because that will... Yeah, let's do the utility closet. That will then open up one of the doors for the... It will open up the door in the conference room, right? And... I feel like the play is... Utility closet, breaker box, turn off the doors. We have to pass through security to get to the conference room. We change the security setting to high for the key pass doors, and they'll be turned off. We still have so many more rooms to generate. It's going to create a huge opportunity for us to get locked doors that we can just immediately open. I think that's the play. I want some more floor keys. We'll turn the garage on again. I don't know what difference that makes. Maybe we turn the dark room off. I don't know. I don't know what difference these makes. I also don't know what the VAC indicators are. No idea. Okay. Let's go do this. Okay, security room. There. So, that should give us 5 or 6 keycard doors that are all open. We could put in the commissary and buy some more. We only have $1. Let's do... Oof. Yeah, we only have $1 to lose, right? Let's do the chapel. Sometimes there's items on the seat. I think. I swear I had an item on the seat before. Not seeing anything though. Not locked. So we gotta do the pantry. We'll get $4 out of it though. Hopefully we don't have to just, like, immediately turn around. Maybe we try the door before we pick up the coins. Aha. Yes, magnifying glass. Anything secret? Not that I notice. Okay, let's try this door first. Okay. We do have 2 keys. Let's use one. Corridor is always left unlocked. The drawing room... Like, the observatory puts us more in the correct direction. Being able to draft new rooms might be good, though. But they might be locked. Just go with the corridor. We know that we'll be able to get through this. Let's grab the money while we're at it, just so we don't have to backtrack in case we keep going. Anything in here? Doesn't appear to be. Bedroom puts us at a very good spot. We're probably gonna have to walk through it a couple times too. Dining room also isn't a bad idea because we're at rank 7 right now. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. Let's do the bedroom. Then we'll have hit rank 8. If we get the dining room again, we know that we'll immediately be able to get the meal out of it. No locked chest in here this time. That's unfortunate. I was hoping it's often right there. Oh, anything secret in this? Nothing that I can see, at least. Damn. I wonder what the deal with this is. Okay, this is gonna be locked. Yeah. Do we use our last key? I really wanted it for a chest. If we don't do this, we're gonna have to go back to the chapel, and that door might be locked. I feel like we do it, and we just hope that we get keycard doors. I want that closet, but not for this one. Then we have to do the parlor. We could do the kitchen as well, but let's do the parlor. It has a puzzle, so we might get something good out of it. Oh, the parlor puzzle is just the boxes, so that's usually gems. Or at least it used to be. Hello. Coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional 1 in interest. Very interesting. Oops, I didn't mean to. There. Actually, I'm pretty sure that there's nothing in here, if I remember correctly. I think I checked this in the demo. Not that, you know, things could have changed. For a second, I was like, wait a second, does it spell out something with, like, the edge of the text on the other page? But not that I can tell. Okay. This box is blue. That is true. The gems are in a true box. That could be true or false. This box is black. That is also true, which means that this has to be false, that the gems are not in a true box. This is the only false box. This is the one that has the gems. Okay. Fuck. Oh, where are all my fucking key reader doors? I changed it to high. Why are they not showing up? Okay, back to the chapel. I do wish you could run in this game. We could do the closet. We should be able to get through the conference room. I don't remember if that was locked. Actually, I think that was locked. You know, the dark room would put us through there, but that might also be a locked door. Let's do the closet. Let's get those items. Let's hope it's something good. I don't think it's something good. We have a gem. And a sleep mask. First time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, gain 5. Okay. The bedroom's up there. I'm not going through up there again for that. Not until we have some keys. There is a guest bedroom, though, that we need to pass by on the way down. So, time to head back down again. We need to go to the other side of the entrance hall. Because I'm fairly certain this was locked. Yes. That was a dead end? Yes. Man, that metal detector is so important for finding those random floor keys that you can't otherwise spot. Oh fuck, we forgot to go into our guest bedroom. Okay, we need to do the drawing room because this is basically our last spot. I don't think it's worth going back. The sleeping mask. Gain 5. And we would lose 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's not worth going back for that. Anything interesting in here this time? lavatory, pantry, guest bedroom. Not seeing anything strange. Be interesting if I could take a look at that with the magnifying glass. Okay. Let's, I guess, continue here. I mean, with this being like a corner, it's not a terrible place to put the bunk room. We still have another room to go. I think it'd be more, yeah, it'd be a way better idea to put the boudoir there. Because, and then at least we're not blocking ourselves to just one exit. We could put the kitchen, but we don't actually have a lot of money. So let's put the boudoir. So there's the photo. We could, I believe that we looked at this very thoroughly before. Like in the demo. I think that this is just to tell you, like, where the safe is. You know, unless the safe combo has to do with, like, the colors and the number of presents or, like, the ornaments on the tree, I don't think that the magnifying glass is going to help us here. It's interesting that there's a candle missing here. Like I said, the safe is back here, but I don't know what the combo is. East Wing Hall is probably a good idea. Like, we want to have it in this column because of the windows. I also just really don't want the maid's chamber because I want to find items lying around. Like you do. Push north. Dining room's a terrible thing to put here. But I don't think we have much of a choice. If we don't, then we're starting to block ourselves off. Those are two dead ends. I think we have to do dining room. Oh wait, we already reached it! We reached it on the other side, I forgot. We can have some salt. Well, I'm made of salt. Whenever you eat food and gain... Ooh, it's nice that we picked this up before we ate this. Additional 10 if you have a showroom in your house. We don't have a showroom currently. Maybe we leave it for now? Let's just, I don't know, if like if the next room we get is a showroom, I'm gonna feel really stupid. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. For tomorrow, I mean, like, this is something for tomorrow. Yeah, let's do it. Order placed. So when we play this tomorrow, if we manage to find this room. Ooh, there's also, there's lots of stuff. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravain to sender, as he's no longer employed with our staff. There's something written there. I see it. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? Interesting. There's something else here, too. Utility room fuse box. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address the client has provided. And press any button above to activate blue. And press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Okay, that gives us an idea of what we should do with that next time. I don't think there's anything here. I'm not seeing anything. Again, I wish I had a notebook to write that shit down. Oh, because we found a safety deposit key last time. So this is where that would go. This is to me. Oh. In fog we are lost, in fire we are found. The grand realm of Fen Aries. Interesting. Hey buddy, how's it going up in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling that you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days in the estate, but with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you the pillowcase. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliché expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night, and don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigiblocks. I think, if I remember correctly, there's a game room that has, like, some arcade games in it, and that might be one of them. Just an ampersand. Okay. Was there a door in this room? There is not. This is a dead end, so we quickly go back. This door. I guess the dark room, it doesn't fucking matter. We just want extra doors. We want to... It is interesting. I chose to turn off the power for the dark room. So I'm not sure if there's something in here that would have been ruined before. I don't know. I'm not sure what's up with the dark room yet. Okay, this one. This one. Okay, we got a dig spot, but nothing to dig with. Got some gems. Wait, maybe this is the safe code. 1213? Ooh, we got a sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. God, this is such a good run. Like, I just kind of want to see if I can quit and save and have it actually keep the day. It's a dark room. It's meant to be dark. Exactly, right? Okay. So that is 5. That is 13 plus 1 plus 3. So that's 15. Oh, nope, I can't count. That's 17. Okay, so this is 5 plus 2, 7, minus 4 is 3. Okay, so we have 17 minus 15 is 2, times 2 is 4. Then we have 17 minus 14 is 3, times 5 is 15. There we go. Ooh, keycard. Well, I mean, we don't really need that. We've already turned off all the doors, but still. Gymnasium? I know there was like hidden floor keys in this room before, but... Okay, so that's blocked off. Oh fuck, that was a really bad choice. This is a dead end. Yeah, okay, we've bricked it. We fucked it up there. We're gonna go back to East Wing Hall to go into that one room. Because it could be... I mean, we can't check an item anyway. We already have an item checked. But still, we will go back there just in case. It's this way, right? Yeah. Here. The 7 locked doors, we have 0 keys. We don't want the coat check because we don't want to claim the lever yet. Guess the nursery just in case, because we can't keep the gems anyway. Just in case there's anything in here. Some extra energy. Interesting. Okay, we got maybe some lore. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. When the clowns weren't around. Like, that would be terrifying. Just the sky is full of clowns. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess what clues we have said. What the clues we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you. In fact, in the same room. Oops. The prince had a love for all things red. It's in which your color, the prince often said. Okay. I was curious if there'd be something extra there. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a prince and his book, the red book we just read. I mean, I'm guessing that there's something important in here. But I certainly am not gathering it currently. Could just be lore. Okay. But that is this room, that is this map. So now we are going to save and quit. We're gonna call it. Mount Holly Prosaic Villa. Total rooms 28, rank reached 8. Steps taken 62. Items found 7. New rooms 2. Interesting. We're going to save and quit.